Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adam, and in this video we're going to go through the catalog for the Universal Pictures Collector's Edition on DVD. There are 91 titles that I've identified as being part of the Collector's Edition from Universal Pictures on DVD. Now, only 74 of these titles have the exact same packaging, like the Mummy here I'll use as an example. It has a gold banner at the top which states Collector's Edition. The packaging on the back has the box art here for the extras, and the bottom of the packaging looks like that. And on the disc itself does state Collector's Edition, as it also does state that on the menu as well. Only 74 of these have that classic presentation look. The rest of the 91 are made up of special edition, limited edition, collector's edition. So there are 5 titles that actually say collector's edition on them, but they're not from region 1 like the main catalog is. For an example, this Van Helsing is from Australia. It does say Collector's Edition on it, and it does have those extras, which are a classic staple of the Collector's Edition, like a audio commentary, a spotlight on location, documentary, deleted scenes, outtakes, trailers, production notes, stuff like that. But this doesn't have that gold banner packaging. You know, there are 5 titles like that I've also included in this catalog, as well as there are 7 special edition titles that either say limited edition, special edition, have loads of extras, and are not region 1. They're mainly from the PAL region, but for me, I've put them in this catalog as well. And then there are 5 honorable mentions where it doesn't state Collectors Limited or anything like that on the cover or the menu or the disc, but the extras say Spotlight on Location, has audio commentaries, and has the exact same packaging on the rear as the Collector's Edition. And that makes up a total of 91 titles. So 74 hardcore catalog numbers, 91 in total. And of course, if you remember from the previous video, this sort of 74 catalog is made up of what was available on Laserdisc as part of the Signature Collection. I identified 36 individually named titles. There are more, but a few of them got double releases, like Jaws and American Graffiti. So individual titles, there's only 36, but only 34 made it to DVD as part of the Collector's Edition. Tremors 2 Aftershock didn't get released as part of the Collector's Edition, and For Richer For Poor didn't get released as part of the Collector's Edition on DVD. They both did have DVD releases, but not from what the Signature Collection was. So there are 34 titles that were a part of the Signature Collection Laserdisc as identified by the Laserdisc database. So we're going to start with those first and then move through the rest of the catalog. So first off, like I said, The Mummy is the first one from the Laserdisc era onto now the DVD era. I love this film. I think it's a great film. The Mummy is a collector's edition, has all the staples. It does usually come with a booklet, although my copy didn't. Most all the copies that I've sourced here are from eBay or Amazon. So another one that came from Laserdisc onto the DVD is The Apostle. Now, my copy doesn't have the gold banner top, okay? But it does have the back, which looks very much like the Collector's Edition in terms of the special features. It does actually state Collector's Edition on the disc and the menu, and there is a version of this film on DVD with the gold banner, but the copy I got sent just didn't have that. And there is one other title as well like that. So we've also got Apollo 13. That is a cracking film. Love that. Loads of special features on here. Most all of the Collector's Edition are single discs, but and vary in picture quality because of the extras that come with them. American Graffiti, that's on the collector's edition. Now, this is the German version. This isn't a Region 1 version. This only cost me £6 off Amazon, which, to be honest, they're about 30 quid, 40 quid on eBay. So I think I got a bargain. But the booklet that it comes with, sadly, because it's a German release, is all in German. So I can't read any of this awesome booklet, I'm afraid, unless I get Google Translate out. But still, it's got the English soundtrack. It is the same release in terms of extras. They're all in English. That's fine by me. 1941, Steven Spielberg. I've not seen this, but and it doesn't look like the classic collector's edition packaging, but it is the collector's edition, as it says on the disc. I've not seen this film. I've not seen American Graffiti. Don't know what they're like, and I will be reviewing every single one of these films separately. Another one is 12 Monkeys. That is a brilliant film. Absolutely love that film. Brad Pitt, what a performance, eh? I do like the artwork on the discs for the collector's edition. They do kind of follow the font and the style as the main font of the film. Blues Brothers, the first one. That's collector's edition. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll show you the back as well, just in case you want to see that, and I guess in case you want to see the inside as well. The sequel to that, I have not seen Blues Brothers, and I've not seen Blues Brothers 2000 either. That's a collector's edition. All these from the Laserdisc era. So I'm looking forward to watching these. Doesn't come with a booklet, sadly. A lot of these don't come with the booklet. The booklet contains the production notes from the Laserdisc's open up gatefold, and sadly, just a lot of these don't contain that. Now, Field of Dreams, which is the next one, this is a re-release. So the original, unfortunately, I could not find, which had the exact same look as the collector's edition usual, but this 2-disc anniversary edition is exactly a reprint of that. It is part of the collector's edition. It just doesn't say collector's edition anywhere on here, but it is part of it. Yeah, sadly I could not find that original printing, which I believe is in slightly worse quality than this one anyway, so I ain't not bothered. Ed TV is the next one. I don't think I've seen this film. I might have, but I honestly don't remember it. So, Ron Howard film, looking forward to that one. It's got a weird briefcase, like, where you open the 2 notches first. Doesn't have a booklet inside, sadly. Does say collector's edition. Very strange case. E.T. Now, this is the Region 2 one. This is actually part of that collector's edition after the 74, but it is part of the signature collection, so I have included it in this section. It does say collector's edition at the top. It's a massive 3-disc set. Unfortunately, I mean, it does contain the original cut of the film, the 1980 whatever cut, but it also has the 2001 version with CGI, E.T. in it, and the walkie-talkies the guns have suddenly turned into walkie-talkies. It's a PAL set though, not a Region 1 set, but I've put it in this one because it comes from the Laserdisc version. Then we got Dragonheart. Now that got a recent 4K release, if I remember correctly, which I'm never gonna buy. It doesn't have the backing of the extras there, but it is the collector's edition. Now, the original one that I got sent of this was in German and looked a lot different. Did have all the extras on it, but I really wanted the gold banner top, so I actually had to re-buy that one just so to get it. I've not seen this film, Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. Don't know what that's about. I mean, I do know what it's about, you know, but I don't know what the film is about, like, in terms of if it's good or not. Like, doesn't have the box artwork at the back with the extras, but the extras are there. It is part of the collector's edition, as it states on the disc. I'm looking forward to watching that one as well. Daylight. Now, this is the second one that doesn't have the gold banner topping. It just says widescreen. This is the DTS version. It is the collector's edition. Even though it doesn't state it on the disc, it does state it on the menu. There is a artwork version of this with the gold banner collector's edition, but the version I got sent was this one, which I believe is the Canadian version. Whereas the North American version has that artwork, which is a bit more what we saw in the UK. It looks like it's more yellowy orange, and it says collector's edition at the top, but I didn't get sent that, so bummer. Dante's Peak. Now again, this one's another hard to come by. This was imported from America, part of the collector's edition. Doesn't have the artwork at the back like there, like where it says all the extras, but they are a part of this. It is part of the collector's edition. But this is the North American version, which is more hard to come by than the Canadian version. Canadian version's everywhere, and the artwork is a lot different on the cover. The North American version, this is what we saw in the UK, is harder to come by. This is like 15 quid it cost me to import from North America. The Boxer. Daniel Day-Lewis, never seen it. Didn't even know about it until I did this series. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Emily Watson as well. Wow. Yeah. Looking forward to that one. The inside, this one comes with a booklet. Lovely artwork. So this will be the definitive catalogue for the collector's edition Region 1 DVDs. Out of Africa. That is a classic. Not seen it, but I know. I mean, it's an Academy Award winner, so you know it's good. Has the classic back there with the special features in the box. It's another briefcase open-like thing. Doesn't come with the artwork and doesn't say collector's edition on the disc. There is no uniformity to this series, by the way, from Universal Pictures. Their releases are just all over the place. Animal House. Again, not seen it. The collector's edition. Looking forward to watching it. It's supposed to be a really funny film. You know, was it John Belushi? John Belushi, sadly, passed away. Looking forward to reviewing this film with all the associated extras. I think the most common one from Laserdisc era time is Liar Liar, collector's edition. You Could Trust Me. Cannot Lie. Great, funny film. When Tom Shadywhack and Jim Carrey get together, it's gold, you know. Collector's edition. The booklet is quite nice, folds out. I'll just give you a showdown. This one's got quite a few pictures. It's quite a big booklet with all the chapter listings of not only the film, but also the bonus material, the spotlight on location, and this helps me out in the fact that it lists a lot of the other collector's edition DVDs, but not all of them. But this really helped me identify what titles were in this, because in all honesty, there is no listing. You can't go anywhere to find a list of what films are in this collector's edition. The Last Starfighter, that was a pretty hard one to find. I believe this also got a 4K release. The back looks very classic, you know, like the collector's edition. Comes with a booklet. The disc says collector's edition. Beautiful. Beautiful. Jaws. 50th anniversary. This one is an anniversary collector's edition. The DTS version, now there is a version for the collector's edition which isn't also a DTS version, contains the reduced runtime of the making of Spotlight on Location. This is about an hour in length. It's all on one disc, contains a booklet, doesn't say collector's edition on the disc. It does say Anniversary Collector's Edition. It is part of the Collector's Edition, but... And obviously, there are other films that got released in cooperation with Universal, like Gladiator, and it does say sort of a special signature collection on it, but unfortunately, it is a DreamWorks film as well, and so it doesn't get included into this catalogue, and there are other films like that as well. The Jackal, not seen this film, supposed to be a good one. Richard Gere, Bruce Willis, Collector's Edition. This one's got the artwork and on the disc, and on the back doesn't contain any of the extras, but all of these do have the extras. All of these do contain a documentary. Most of them contain a commentary, trailers, deleted scenes. Now this one came from the Signature Collection, a very famous one, very sought after now on Laserdisc, and that is The Frighteners, the director's cut version. So this is basically a re-release of the film in the director's cut form, and is what is available on 4K and Blu-ray. And I did a review of this on Blu-ray, which you'll probably see this video before that. It's a 3-discer, but they're all stacked on each other, and they're not named, so you don't know which is which. The only way to identify is by a number system at the top there, where it says 1-11, and disc 2 says 2-11, disc 3 says 3-11. That's the only way to know which of the, is the film disc, because they all are identical. Very strange. But there's 2 discs worth of bonus features. I don't know if that is the documentary split over 2 discs. It would be weird if it was. I haven't actually looked into this, and it's the first time I've owned it, so I think there are additional extras on this that aren't available on the Blu-ray that I reviewed. So I'll be looking forward to reviewing that one. Fried green tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe, Collector's Edition. This is also the extended version. This is a re-release of the original, which the original release wasn't the extended and looks more like the classic Collector's Edition. But it's the anniversary edition, this is. But it is part of the Collector's Edition. It's got a commentary on there, documentary. Looking forward to diving into that. Vertigo. I've not seen any Alfred Hitchcock film. I'm looking forward to it. There are quite a few Alfred Hitchcocks in the Collector's Edition. This one, say, from the Laserdisc version. Now, most all of the films from the Laserdisc version are the Laserdisc Master on DVD, because these got released first from 1998 onwards. So they just took the same master and put it on DVD, and I'm gonna guess that they all suffer from analog noise reduction. Whereas the ones that weren't from Laserdisc, which we'll get to in a bit, don't have that problem and are probably sourced from a digital master instead of the analog master. Tremors, this one, Collector's Edition. That is a great film, spawned about 5 other sequels, which aren't as good as this one. Doesn't have the box art for the special features. Another briefcase, DVD case. Does say Collector's Edition on it, without the booklet, sadly. Good film. Looking forward to rewatching that. Never seen this one, To Kill a Mockingbird. Gregory Peck, don't know what it's about, don't know what it's like, but I've seen clips on TV of it. So yeah, Collector's Edition. No artwork, I'm afraid, on the inside. Just the disc. The Thing. That's a classic. That's probably the most famous one. The Thing, Collector's Edition, a great Laserdisc. This one's got everything inside and has got the artwork in the box there. I'm going to guess that the transfer on this isn't very good, though. So it will be an interesting watch, but at least it contains the Terror Takes Shape documentary. So yeah, looking forward to reviewing that one. A very nice release, I'd say. This one I've never seen, not looking forward to watching, not a favourite of mine. Street Fighter. Honestly, Van Damme. I know this is a favorite film for a lot of people, but not for me, I'm afraid. It hasn't got the artwork, and it does contain the booklet with the artwork on the disc, which is pretty cool, to be fair. The artwork is. I'm running out of room here. Scarface. That is a classic film. Is it Scorsese? Oh, Brian De Palma, sorry. It feels like a Scorsese film, doesn't it? Because it's got Robert De Niro in it, probably. The box artwork doesn't have the special features box, but does contain all the special features that you'd expect. The original. Both the original and the remake are both apart from the signature Laserdisc into the collector's edition, and that is, of course, Psycho. Never seen it. Of course, know all about it. It's a famous film. It has got loads of extras, but it doesn't mention them on the box art. If you want to know what the extras are, you basically have to have a look at the booklet. It does have a rundown of the extras somewhere on here, I've read. It's got the making of, theatrical trailer, newsreel footage, shower scene. There are tons of extras on here. And that means the more extras, the worse the picture quality. But because it's an analog Laserdisc master, I'm guessing it's probably not that great anyway. And then you've got the remake from Gus Van Sant, or Gus Sanvant. Gus Van Sant, yeah. I've not seen this one. It didn't get good reviews because it's a remake, but it does contain the artwork and the booklet. So, looking forward to that. This one I've got on Laserdisc myself. Patch Adams, a classic Robin Williams comedy based off a true story. I think it's Tom Shadywhack doing the direction. Yep. And it contains the booklet. Brilliant film. Love it. Can't wait to review it. There is no order to the reviews that I do these in, but if you do want me to review one of these, first, put it in the comments below. And the final one, which is part of the original Laserdisc lineup, can you guess what it is? Out of Sight. George Clooney, Jennifer Lopez, with the special features and the box art. I believe this is one of the first ones that got released on DVD for the collector's edition. So that is the original Laserdisc lineup. And so now we're getting into what else came out on collector's edition DVD as part of this catalog. So we've got the sequel to The Mummy, Mummy Returns, which, is an okay film. I wouldn't say it's as good as the original, but it's better than the third one, This one slightly strays from the disc art because it's actually printed disc art, which is the first time I've seen that. Usually it's just printed on the name. But the sequel to that film, The Scorpion King, is also a part of the collector's edition, but it's got reversible artwork on here. So it says here, because it's a French-Canadian release, it has both the French and the English, translation version of the extra features. As you can see on the front, it says Leroy Scorpion. But if you go to the reversible artwork, it is exactly the same, but just reversed, where it says Leroy Scorpion. It's like, why put both on both? Why not have an English version and a French version? So I don't have to see Leroy Scorpion. But it even states, you can reverse it round depending on which one. It just means which one's going to be put first. It's so weird. But yeah. Then we've got a film which I've never seen, but I know loads of people who have seen this. Bring It On. I don't know. I've not seen it, but it looks like a chick flick to me. This is, I guess, this is actually quite a late release. The artwork on the disc is printed completely. I have no idea what it's about. I'm guessing something to do with cheerleaders. It does say smart and sassy, but I'll be the judge of that. I don't know. Now, this film, I was excited when I saw this. It's The Doors, okay? Collector's edition. I thought this was the Val Kilmer film when I first saw that. And I was like, yeah, cool. It's not. It's actually The Doors, the band. And it's like 3 of their concerts on the disc. So I guess I'll get to see what The Doors were like live. It's 3 live performances on here. So that was kind of a bittersweet, that was. I mean, I've not heard The Doors music, so I'm looking forward to now diving into that. This is not another one I have not heard of, but it's I'm guessing it's going to be good. It's got Clint Eastwood in it. And that's Play Misty for Me. Collector's edition. It has the artwork on the back in the box. Classic sort of presentation. It doesn't say collector's edition. This must have been quite a later release because the artwork on the disc is full printed. This was actually sealed when I got it, so yeah. Again, another one I haven't seen, but I know what it's about. This one is a classic, and that is Midway. This is basically what the Michael Bay Pearl Harbor film was about, or at least one of the stories told in that film. I've not seen this, and I'm looking forward to it. Must be a later release though. Again, printed artwork fully covering the disc. They only did that towards the end of the life of the original releasings. This one, another French-Canadian version. I've not seen this. I've not heard of it until now. I don't know what to think about it. Undercover Brother. Collector's edition, and it's also double reversible artwork. French-Canadian version. So, I don't know what to think of this. Eddie Griffin. Denise Richards in it. That might be, you know. Again, late release, because it's got a full printing of the disc. So, that'll be an interesting watch when I get around to it. This one, classic. Love it. I'm glad it's part of it. Conan the Barbarian. Collector's edition. Some of these are actually really quite rare to obtain. Some of these, like, some cost me like £2. There was one which was really problematic to get, which I'll tell you when I get to it. But some of these, I think this was £11. This was like, you know, not cheap for a DVD. And a majority of these. Now, this one doesn't, the Region 1 version doesn't have the Collector's Edition Gold Banner topping. It has got the special features, though, like the Collector's Edition, but the Japanese version of Erin Brockovich does have the Collector's Edition Gold Banner. So it is a part of it, I guess. I don't read Japanese, so Google Translate had to tell me exactly what was going on there. It also states on the menu Collector's Edition. Doesn't on the disc, though, as far as I can tell. But, yeah. Very strange that that never got a Region 1 release for some reason. Sticking with Julia Roberts, Notting Hill. Great film. Romantic comedy. Hugh Grant fumbling his way through love again. I really like this film. I think it's a great film. It's a classic one, which I actually thought was on Laserdisc in this form, but isn't. Obviously, you can get it on Laserdisc, but not as part of the Signature Collection. I always thought it was. This is a classic film. Oh my gosh, can't wait to review it. Sneakers. Robert Redford and the boys are doing undercover shit. Spies and thieves. A lot of them. This one's got another briefcase, you know, open up job. Doesn't say Collector's Edition on the disc. Doesn't have any booklet, but obviously it is part of it. Does say it on the front. Obviously the way it's presented in terms of Collector's Edition has changed slightly. I've not seen this film, and I don't believe the sequel is part of the Collector's Edition. The Flintstones, Yabba Dabba Doo. I thought this was part of the Signature Collection Laserdisc, but I don't think it is. It's not in the listing for IMDb, so yeah, if you've got this on Laserdisc, let me know. Collector's Edition, no booklet, sadly. Bummer. I thought this was also part of the Laserdisc lineup on Signature, Mercury Rising, but it wasn't. It's not listed. It doesn't have the Signature Collection, but has got all those tropes on the DVD, which I don't believe were on the Laserdisc. I could be wrong about that. The artwork is exactly what you'd expect with the booklet. Good film. Looking forward to watching that. I don't know what I would choose first. This one, I'm so glad, said Collector's Edition on. And that is Steven Spielberg's TV movie Duel. Look at that artwork. How cool is that? Collector's Edition. Now, Steven Spielberg films do not feature a commentary, but do have loads of extra features. This is actually a slipcase, which is exactly the same on the inner disc thing, which it also states Collector's Edition, and now available for the first time on DVD. That is honestly a great film. It's a shame the Sugarland Express, though, was not a part of this collection, because there are a few Steven Spielberg films in the Collector's Edition, or part of the Collector's Edition, and it's a shame Sugarland Express isn't. This one, I can't believe we're going to have to watch this one. The Fast and the Furious, the first one only. Thank God it's only the first one. Only the first film was put on to the Collector's Edition. I guess the others got released at a time when this was no more. Like I said, it only went up to 2003 in terms of releases. But there are other films that I've identified that got released after 2003 that I've put in this catalogue. Now, this was the last, or one of the last films released on the Collector's Edition catalogue, and that's The Bourne Identity. It was this one and another one called Blue Crush, which we're going to get to. It's a great film. I do have this on Blu-ray. I don't think I've got it on 4K. It does say Collector's Edition on the disc, and it has the printed full cover disc artwork there, so one of the late releases. Love this film. This is probably a great Christmas film. The Grinch That Stole Christmas. Now, there are two covers of this. There is one like this, which I'm so glad that I've got this version, because for me, this is the artwork. But there is another one where Jim, or the Grinch, is kind of walking away from the town in that outfit. So I'm glad it didn't come with that. But it was advertised as that other one on eBay. So I'm kind of glad that they didn't send it me. It must have been a late release, though. It's got the full cover printed artwork instead of the, you know, just the metallic look to it. This is a great film. Can't wait to watch it, to review. It's even got a sticker on it. Spy Game. Collector's Edition. With a weird number 9. What? 90. It's to indicate it's a dual layered disc. Majority of, in fact, I think all of the films on the Collector's Edition are dual layered. The very first one might not be, like, I think. No, the thing is, actually, yeah. This is obviously a late release, though. Full printed artwork. In fact, the printing kind of almost looks like it's a pirate copy. It's a little bit low quality. But, yeah. Great film. Love it. Now, this is a good film as well. Say what you will about the actor. I do like the film. K-Pax. I'm so glad. This is the first time I've ever owned this on DVD. Before, I've had it on VCD. In a totally watchable state. Absolutely watchable. Looks like another late release. But yeah, absolutely love this. Can't wait to check that out. Now, here is a film I've not seen. I'm glad that it's part of this collect. So a load of DVDs just fell over. Basically. Landed on my mouse as well, so hopefully nothing's happened with the recording. Anyway, I'm glad that this is part of the collector's edition DVD set, because I've not seen this film or owned this film until now, and I think it is a good film, and that's Mallrats, a Kevin Smith film. Looks a bit in a state, this one does, but yeah, looks like it's been squashed into the DVD case. But yeah, I'm so glad that it's part of that this collection. So now I got it. So hang on. Now, this is a really curious one, because the first film to this film isn't a part of the collector's edition. And I would say, I mean, I enjoyed the first film more than the second film. But the first film, like I said, is not a part of the collector's edition and doesn't contain any extras either. Whereas the sequel has got 2 variants in the collector's edition. I only got one because I didn't feel the need to get both, and that is The Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps. This is the uncensored director's cut version in the collector's edition. There is a normal edition which isn't censored, or rather is censored, sorry. I didn't get that because I didn't feel the need to. I guess the uncensored one will do me. But yeah, the first film, which has got a DVD release, obviously, DTS, contains no extras on it except for a theatrical trailer. Like, I enjoy this film more than this film. So why this never got included, because it was popular on release, I just don't know. It even has the classic inside, like you would expect to find on the collector's edition. And I'm sure the Blu-ray version has got extras, but this one ain't a part of it. Now, these next 2, obviously the first one is a classic everybody knows and loves probably. American Pie, the unrated version, came out in collector's edition with all the extras. Looking forward to this one quite a lot. This was like £3, I think. Got this very cheaply. But the sequel was a nightmare to get. Now, this is the 3rd time that I tried to source American Pie 2. And these 2 films are the only ones that show up on the collector's edition. The wedding one sadly doesn't. Nor does Reunion. But this one took me such a long time to source because the first time I bought it, I never got it. Like, they must have sent it, but I never got it. The second time I bought it, I never got it. The 3rd time, finally, it came. But it went to somewhere else first, like to another address. And luckily, I'd knocked their door, and it was there. But I wouldn't have got this otherwise. Like, seriously, this was such a ball ache to get. Luckily, I got it. And they didn't run out of copies on eBay. Because, you know, there ain't that many copies, you know, believe it or not, of some of these films. Like, some of these films, there was only one I could find. The Out of Africa one, I feel like I'm so lucky I got that one. For some reason, that DVD box won't shut. But some of these just have the one copy available on eBay at the time I was looking. Cape Fear. Now, this is the remake. The original isn't a part of the set, I believe. But yeah, this is a classic film. And, weirdly enough, a 2-discer. This is like the first time I've seen a collector's edition as a 2-disc set. And it's got the English sticker on for 18. But it is a Region 1. It is a Region 1, but it's got UK stickers all over it for some reason. And it's a 2-disc set. Like, that's so weird. This is the only one that is a 2-disc set. But yeah, weird. Great film this is, The Hurricane. Collector's edition. Absolutely amazing. Some of these, like I say, are really quite rare. Like, you won't find them anywhere. But I'm so glad that I got the lot. 74 titles, but 91, I'm saying. You'll find out why in a moment. Great film this is. Got a recent 4K release. Meet the Parents on the collector's edition. This is completely shot to shit. The cover has been bleached by the sun. Some poor bloody sod had this out, you know, with the sun beaming down on it. Quite a lot of these DVDs came from America. Obviously, they're all Region 1. But most of them I got from a UK supplier. So it was actually quite cheap to get in. This one, I'm glad it's part of this catalogue, but I do prefer the UK packaging of this particular release. That is the American Werewolf in London on the collector's edition. Now the English version had a slipcase, see-through, very cool packaging, whereas this one doesn't. But same transfer as you would find on the Blu-ray. It's the same scan, which I believe was done in 2K, but better than the original release. That's on VHS. It's a really good one. But I believe what's on 4K now has come from 4K scans. Never heard of this film. Don't know what it's about. Know the Paul Walker. The Skulls. I have no idea what that is about, but it kind of looks like a 2000, teenager film to me. But has the classic spotlight on location extras and everything there. And must have been a late release. Collector's edition. Again, once you open it, some of these just don't want to close. What's that all about? It's the power of DVD trying to get out. That is so weird. It's like once I've opened it, I fucked it or something. There we go. Bit finicky, these cases. Never heard this, and only found out about this by accident through one of the other releases. Had it on the back, and I'm like, never heard of this film. Grace of My Heart. Yeah, don't know what it's about. I think it's a music-themed type of film. But yeah, looking forward to this because I have no expectations for it. No idea if it's good or bad. No artwork on the inside. So I'll be going in basically cold. Yeah, Grace of My Heart. For years, her songs brought fame to other people. Now, the next three. I'm very glad the next three are a part of this collection. It is the classic Jurassic Park trilogy. So you got JP1. And this artwork, honestly, I remember having back in 2001, I believe it was. Or 2000, sorry. When they were released. Absolute stellar. Then comes Lost World. With the silver look. And all the extras that were featured on the original DVD transfer. Coming from a 2K scan of the film. One of my favorite ways to watch these films are on DVD. Jurassic Park 3. Look at that cool, silvery... Oh, I love this cover. Absolutely love... The artwork for this cover is spot on. Doesn't contain the booklet though, sadly. Just the disc. So, but I also do have these on Blu-ray. I do watch these on Blu-ray. I don't like watching the 4Ks. I do have them, but they're not good in my eyes. Right, we're down to our last few of the original 74. I've not seen this next one, but I hear a lot of people talking about it. It is a sort of classic cult favorite, and I do believe it's getting a 4K release, if it already may have one by now. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, with Sean Penn looking like a stoned half-trans person there. I don't know. I don't know what... I've never seen this film, so I don't know what it's about. I'm going to guess it is like Breakfast Club, just by looking at, Amy Heckerling directed it. Heckerling. Damn. Oh, written by, or based off a book by Cameron Crowe, who did the screenplay. So Cameron Crowe is one of a really good director. I like Vanilla Sky, Jerry Maguire, Almost Famous. Oh, gotta get that Almost Famous DVD. So yeah, I'm actually now looking forward to watching that. I didn't know. This one was hard to come by. I feel like I was lucky by getting this. End of Days. It's not one that I saw loads of. Obviously, the standard version you can get loads of. But a late release by the looks of it. Oh, this one is... I love this film. This is a great Christmas film. I'm not sure it's all entirely set at Christmas, but I love it. The Family Man is a classic Nicolas Cage film. You know? Absolutely great. One of the best films of the year. I would agree with that. Of whatever year. I don't know what the 300 means. But, yeah. Absolutely great film. Love it. Great performances all around. Not seeing this film. Looking forward to watching it. Submarine Action U571. Gripping from beginning to end. It's going to get you and it ain't going to let go. It's got an all-stellar cast. I mean, there are so many stars in this film. Absolutely amazing. And I do believe it is available on 4K as well. All of these films that I'm showing here, I will not buy on 4K because this is the version I will own. Now, this is really strange because this next one I'm about to show you, is a sequel to two other films which aren't a part of this catalogue. It's very strange. Red Dragon. It says Collector's Edition both on there, on the spine, and on the front there. It is a part of the Collector's Edition, but Hannibal isn't. The first Hannibal film, which I don't have a Region 1 version of, isn't actually a part of this catalogue, but does have all the extras, which I should really put a part of this. But I already have the Blu-ray. I've got like 3 versions of that film already. So if I do find it for a couple of quid, I'll throw it in as well. But yeah. Now, Alfred Hitchcock for the next 3. I've not seen any of these. Don't know what they're about. Rear Window. Supposed to be a good one. James Stewart. Some chick. Don't know, Martha somebody in it. But yeah, looking forward to checking these out. Must be a late release. So yeah, looking forward to it. Who is the chick? Grace Kelly! It's Grace Kelly! She'll be dancing her way out the window. Another one from Alfred Hitchcock. Oh, Sean Connery is on the cover. Marnie. Never heard of it. Now, Alfred Hitchcock is a bit of a thriller director, isn't he? He grips you with mystery and thrills and keeps you guessing until the end. He's basically a modern, he's like David Fincher. David Fincher kind of does that. I feel like David Fincher is more Alfred Hitchcock than M. Night Shyamalan is. He was a wannabe. The final Alfred Hitchcock, which has some cover damage, sadly. I don't know how that came about. The Birds. The bird is a word. I said a bird. Chicks attacking, basically, is what it is. You know? Birds attacking everyone. We're down to the last 2 of the fight of the initial, collector's edition. Now this one, I don't know, again, chick flick, I think, Blue Crush. This one is part of that final release versions, alongside The Bourne Identity. It's a film by the looks of about surfing. I have no idea. I've never heard of this film, and I don't know what it's about. So, it's got Lenny Kravitz's music video in it, though, somewhere. So, I don't know. 3 friends, 1 passion, no limits, gangbang. I don't know. Sorry. And the final one, which is part of the Hardcore Collector's Edition, Carlito's Way. A non-official Scarface sequel. Obviously not a Scarface sequel, but I like to think of it as one. But yeah, that is the original sort of core lineup But like I said, there were 5, E.T. being one of them, that are called collector's editions, but they're all mainly from the UK or other, territories. And so I have included these in. The first one is Van Helsing from Australia, the Australian version. Has all the classic features as well. It is a 2-disc set, like most of these ones will be now. But, yeah. American Gangster, the Steelbook version. 2-disc extended. Now, I think I've got this on 4K or Blu-ray, I think. I might be confused, though, because I had this on HD DVD, which contained both the theatrical and the extended version. This only contains, as far as I know, the... Oh, no, it does have extended and theatrical. Ooh, sweet. Oh, yeah. I mean, Steelbook. This was actually really cheap. £4 this cost me. Based on a true story. Good film. Love it. Absolutely love it. Not seen this film. Never been a fan of it. I know there's a hardcore following for it. But, again, included it because it says Collector's Edition. And that's Candyman. The probably cut down UK version. Only because it says Collector's Edition. And it has got the commentary and the documentary. That is the classic identifier. But on the inside it says Special Edition. So, that ain't about that one. So, but yeah, we're including that. I'm not looking forward to watching that because I'm not a big Candyman fan. This one I've not seen, but I know is a bit of a raunchy film. David Lynch, Wild at Heart. Again, UK version. It says Collector's Edition though, so we're including it. It's a Digipack version. So, Nicolas Cage though, absolute love him. Laura Dern as well. I don't think I'm prepared to see her bits, to be honest. But some cool artwork on the back. I don't know who that is. That's what's his name in it? I've not seen this film, so I don't know what to expect, but it looks kind of like Thelma and Louise to me. Don't know. See what you got, David Lynch. So that's those 5. E.T. was also part of that. The next set are the special editions. So I'm including them in the Collector's Edition catalogue. Majority of them are from... well, it's a mixture, really. So the first one is the Legacy series, The Sting, in a really nice presentation box. It does say Special Edition at the bottom, though, so I am including it. Unfortunately, the back artwork is just a book leather bound. This is what was on the back. The J card, effectively, slip. Got loads of extras that you would expect to find in the Collector's Edition. I remember having this on HD DVD. I don't think I've got it on Blu-ray. I think it's also available on 4K, but all the transfers are the same, so might as well. DVD cost me like £4. This was sealed when I got it. This one is a anniversary edition, 2-disc. Backdrafts. Had this on HD DVD. Had it on Laserdisc, VHS, DVD. Now I've got the anniversary edition. I don't think I've ever had this on Blu-ray. But I do think it might be available on 4K. And it would be a good 4K. There is no CGI in this, except for one scene of it's an optical overlay. But, yeah, really good film. Absolutely blinder. Can't wait to check that out. Another special edition. Now, the UK version is a 2-disc. And the American version, sadly, is a 1-disc. But they have the exact same special features on there, which means this is more compressed. Casino. Absolute stellar film. The best Vegas film you'll ever see. Forget The Hangover. Forget any other film shot in Las Vegas. This is the one you want to watch. A film about Vegas. This is an absolute, like, Martin Scorsese at his best, I find. The next special edition is a 2-discer. It is not from the UK, and that is Ang Lee's Hulk. I do actually really quite like the cover art on this. I think it is really good cover art. The film is okay. It's there. Enter to win. Participate in a Dodge Caravan. Entry form there. Okay, I don't think that's valid anymore. No stuff inside, but it is a 2-discer. I think this is an okay film. It's an entertaining film. Not a best, like, Hulk version of a film, but I do enjoy this film. The CGI is kind of for its time. I mean, this was made in 2002, released in 2003, I believe. So not exactly going to set the world on fire for CGI. And I'd never want to watch this in 4K. I did have it in HD DVD, and that was its limit for me. And this comes from that same master, so might as well stick to the DVD. I think I actually do have it on Blu-ray. I could be wrong. Definitely don't have it on 4K. Never seen this film, believe it or not. A UK classic, Billy Elliot. It is a UK version, special edition. I thought I'd include it because it is part of the Universal, catalogue, and it has got those extras which are kind of classic to it. 2 discs, which means the film is separate from the extras, which means it's going to be a good copy. And the final in this sort of special edition version is kind of almost a cheat, because so far all of these have been DVDs only. But this one is a DVD as well as a Blu-ray. It's the limited edition Schindler's List. Now again, this would not be part of the collector's edition at all. I'm putting this in here though, and it is tightly packed. This again was sealed when I got it. Cost me £9. But like I said, has a Blu-ray version of the film for sure, but has a DVD version of the film. Now the DVD version of the film is split over 2 discs for whatever reason, and the special features sit on the other disc, so it's almost like a laser disc in that respect. So I will be reviewing, as part of this series, the DVD only, not the Blu-ray in this set, because this is kind of a cheat. This is like, shouldn't really be in here, effectively. And now we've got coming to honorable mentions. There are 5 films here, which the extras are exactly identical. You have a spotlight on location, a commentary, deleted scenes. The back artwork for a majority of them are identical to those collector's editions. Like, I can't imagine why they did not release a collector's edition, because majority of these films were released before 2003. So you would think it would get one. But there is no collector's edition version of these films. So these are honorable mentions, which I'm putting in as part of the catalogue, and I'm pretty sure everyone will agree with me they should be a part of the catalogue. And that is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Most all of these only have the widescreen at the top, but share the box artwork and the packaging artwork for the collector's edition with the wording, spotlight on location, director's commentary. Like, it should be a part of it. The Bone Collector, which does have a gold banner at the top, just not saying collector's edition, but again, spotlight on location, feature commentary, all the classic, tropes. I did not show you the disc for Fear and Loathing. Apologies. It does have a classic, and who knows, for all I know, it might say collector's edition on the menu. This one does have the stuff over there. Showed you. Actually, this one does come with a booklet. It's a really good film, this is. I've not seen Fear and Loathing, but I have seen The Bone Collector, and this is a good film. Looking forward to that. I haven't seen this film. I have seen clips of it, the trailer of it, to death. Bowfinger. It does kind of look like it should be, I feel. Especially with all those extras on the back here. And the layout and god-awful stickers that some UK person has put on here. It is a region 1. But yeah, collector's edition it is now. And two final ones. Another Eddie Murphy. This one I really thought was part of the collector's edition, but I just could not find the collector's edition version. But does come with all those classic tropes. The artwork is exactly the same, and so is the artwork on the disc. It just doesn't say collector's edition, but the booklet is a fold out and does say, lists the special features at the bottom, like you would think this is part of it. So it is now. And the final one, which again, I can't imagine why they wouldn't release this. This film came out in 1994, I believe. But this release, I believe, is actually 2003. So they still were releasing it. And that is Twister. Now, for me, I love the front cover of this. It has got the DTS on it. And it has got all the extras. This one, a little bit hard to come by. I think it was £8 with the Eco Warrior case. Hate these cases. Was a little bit hard to come by in this particular style. There are other artworks where it's a small in the middle with blackout exterior, with all those extras. This is actually a UK version, I've just noticed. Wow, this is one of the only UK versions. Is it? No, this is the Australian version, because it's regions 2 and 4. This came from Australia. No, it didn't come from Australia. This is the UK version. I have not seen many DTS UK releases. I will say that. And that's it, guys. That's all we got. That is the entirety of the Universal Pictures Collector's Edition on DVD. If there's any of those you've seen that you want me to review first, put it in the comments down below. Thank you for sitting through this, and in the next 91 videos we will be reviewing each film in turn with the contents of the packaging and everything to it. Thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.